tip as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 50. Wait. 54. Drop deep, drop deep.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cruz. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set. 180. Yeah, come on. Hey, pick your game up. Alert flare. Alert flare. Set.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Raiders pick it up. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Ready. Step 180. Gun. Here's the party now. 58.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
53, Mike 53.
Back to the air on second down. Cruz. Throw left side, complete to Harry. 27 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Check 53, check 53. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A good chance this is four-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, ready to go.
Here's Cruz, operating from the gun. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Corner blitz by Josh Norman works like a charm. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And it's taken in at the 9. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. But let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Cruz, off play action. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Bird on the return. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A draw play for Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They go option right on 2nd and goal. Pitching to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch made. It's Moreau. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's 2nd and 8. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check Mike, 54, Mike, 54.
Now Cruz, from the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, it's Newton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Cruz now looking to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Raiders.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. This is Hines. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jacobs now. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And the Raiders first down.
Now Cruz to throw on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Come on, set. 16 Pittsburgh.
From the gun on third down, Cruz. And able to complete it to Moreau. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Come on now, let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 29, Newton. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
58, come on. Here we go. Express! 58's the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
From the gun, here's Newton. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
That's it, baby. We got first and
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get in the wet room. Get in the wet room. Hey, check 22, check forward, 22, check forward.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Packers' 36.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Tackles. 53's the mic. 53, check the head. Go.
Operating from the gun. Cruz dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Right there.
Here's Cruz, operating from the gun. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Looking to throw. Cruz working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Cruz from the gun, he'll throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Pull it together.
Great.
Now Newton. And the Raiders have got him. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Man open left side. It's his running back with it. Touchdown, Packers. Joe Mixon, 82 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Cruz to throw on second down. They've got his man complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
After the sack on first down, Newton, he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. He's got his man. It's Williams. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
15 yards on the play, first down. Cruz now on first down. He'll find Harry on the right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Cruz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No. Squeeze, get in there.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 53.
Now it's the backup Rudolph. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
18 on the play. First down, Raiders.
This quarterbaak now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Cruz to throw. Operating from the gun. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Back to throw. Cruz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Anzalone gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And the Raiders have got him. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Cruz from the gun on 3rd down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Newton. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Newton now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Raiders' 18-yard line.
20.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Packers on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 17. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Montez Sweat and the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.